stylized in a very cool, very interesting way. And she also sells as a merchant as well. So maybe she'd be able to sell me some things that I really need help with. You know, maybe she has something. You know, we'll see. Let's see if she's ready to get started with the show. Hope you guys all doing well at home today. You guys doing great. Awesome, let's do this. Hello. Why, hello there. How you doing today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing chilling. I'm vibing. I had the whole day off, and then right before this, I had a very heated shipping war with a whole bunch of different anime characters, and got a little heated right there.
As it happens sometimes.
It does happen sometimes. Because some people think that Rengoku should get with the Sound Hashira, and some people think that Todoroki can be shipped with any of the characters in My Hero Academia, and people just had very interesting opinions on those. So
people often have very heated opinions on shipping in general. It's very interesting.
Yeah, it's shipping. Like, the whole point of shipping is that you have a ship, you sail it, and if you see other people on different ships, don't mess with them. Just let them ship on their sail. Yours already in the water. You're already shipping to your destination. You don't need to do anything else. Just keep shipping. Don't need to pirate any of these ships. Let them ship their own way.
No piracy, only shipping.
No piracy, only shipping. Exactly. Now, only piracy when it comes to certain kind of games and anime, right? That kind of piracy. Hello.
It depends on how many executives of various networks are watching right now.
Yeah, exactly. It depends on who's watching right now.
It depends on who's watching. Are you cool or are you a snitch?
Are you cool or snitch? You know what? That's true. It's true. Well, let's just assume that piracy is wrong no matter what you do. Okay.
Sounds good to me.
Hello everyone, this is a fun little VTuber talk show we like to host each and every week where we get to know a brand new VTuber. This week we have a very lovely, very persuasive cat VTuber. How about you introduce yourself to the very few people who might not know who you are?
Hello, I am Maria Puddingway. I am an apothecary merchant and I play old retro RPGs.
I like that. I like the apothecary kind of side of things because you sell pretty much potions to a lot of people, right? Does that sound right?
Yep, potions, herbs, all that good stuff.
Well, I like that. Well, with that said, you need to make sure that you are selling the right things to the right people, right? So how do you determine on if someone needs to get something right or wrong? Like, do you have a limit of what you sell to certain people?
Yeah, of course. I mean, if someone is like an annoying person, I'll tend to treat them differently than other people.
Okay. So what if, just hypothetically, I'm just asking for a friend. If you would, for a friend. If you happen to know of a potion that might mitigate gacha game addictions and spending too much money on that, do you have a push for that?
Of course.
Oh, well, I might.
So
this is as a present. I might have to get it for a friend. So if you know how much it is. Maybe.
So there is a herb that you can find where if you ground it up and then muddle it with a couple of other ingredients, it will cause the blue light from your phone to not register into your eyes.
I mean, my friend.
Gacha games for your friend, yeah.
Yeah, for a friend.
You only play gacha games on your phone, but I mean, what else are you doing on that on a phone anyway? Actually calling and texting people? Who knows?
Yeah, who does that? Calling, texting people? Yeah, come on. We don't do anything like that. We don't need the blue light filter from anything like that.
Oh yeah, of course.
Well, I love to see it. I also love that you do retro gaming because your design is very iconic. It's very old school style. There's definitely some old school anime style of this one. So to see you play retro games kind of makes sense, right?
Yes, I love the old school 90s anime style. for my. This is my most recent model, and it was a style I really wanted to use because it fit me and it fit like my niche of the games I play very, very well.
Nice. I like it. Well, I think it fits it perfectly. So we'll have to get into the show and talk more about that. So I'm looking forward to it.
Of course.
Because I do have some ideas of where the inspirations come from, but we'll see how it goes. I'm also a retro collector myself, personally. I have a lot of retro games. I always like to get into it. I just got myself a copy of Way of the Samurai 2 for the PlayStation 2. I got it for a steal because the thing goes for like a couple $100 online. I got it for just $100, so I think I did a good job.
Nice, good job.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Do you do retro like games? Like, do you like buy it physically?
Yeah, I like to buy boxed like NES games and SNES games. I think the most valuable game I have in my collection is a copy of. It's actually a 3DS game. It's a copy of Dragon Quest 7 for 3DS wrapped.
Wrapped still.
I bought it before because at the time I was playing through all the Dragon Quest games on the DS, and I bought it before like the retro game prices really like shot through the roof. So got it for practically a steal these days.
Which is good. It's really good. I will say that I remember having like Way of the Samurai for PS2 a long time ago, and now seeing it go up in price, it kind of makes me think like, oh my god, like this is like the best time to buy all these things was 20 years ago. Next best time, next time is yesterday. So I'm definitely seeing the prices keep on going higher, especially with how the gaming industry is going and how more expensive the newer stuff is going to be. I feel like people are going to go into the indie market or the retro market, and the retro market is going to get really expensive really quickly.
Yeah, it does. I'm hoping that the prices will drop at some point as basically when the scalpers get bored, but we'll see how it goes.
We'll see how it goes. I don't think it's going to go down. That's why like you should get the games now as soon as you can, because I don't think the price is going to go down any quicker. Maybe when the AI bubble pops and like the RAM sticks go back into normal prices. Well, I'm hoping for it too. So maybe that's what happened. But right now, I think 2026 is going to be the year of the backlog and the year of the retro, because everyone's not going to be able to afford in the newer stuff. So they're just going to go back and like play some games that they had on Steam that they bought like 20 years ago. They're like, wait, I bought that. That's why I think. For those who never come to one of my shows before, this little VTuber talk show, we'll be asking 10 questions to a lovely guest here. We'll be asking questions like how they first got started, some fun facts about them, some upcoming projects they have in the making, and of course, we're going to discuss the thoughts that went into that model. Sit back, relax, make sure you have all your plants and herbs mixed together in a nice little herbal tea, and I hope you guys enjoy this chill interview session. Hi, Derp. It's good to see you with the little Pikachu. Hi. With that said, do you want to get started with the first question of the night?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. We're gonna go right to it. And again, we might ask them for more good potion ideas. You know, we have to. Because you could teach me how to make them, but I think it'd be more profitable if you, for my friend, if you just sell me the potions. You know how hard it is for me to translate this kind of stuff to other people. I can't do that.
I'm sure it's difficult.
GameStop isn't
different.
I know, right? Everyone's different. GameStop isn't the same without you, man. I appreciate. I used to work at GameStop, and I worked it for 7 years. I worked at GameStop for 7 years, and I don't know if you know the story, my friend over there, because I kind of recognize that name, so I think I know who you are in real life. But I was moving to buy a house, and I asked GameStop if they could transfer me over there as a manager. They're like, nah, we're going to transfer you as like bare minimum bottom the line tier person. You'll lose all your benefits, lose all your promotions, all your stuff, and you got to start back at square one. I was like,
oh, that's ridiculous.
Right?
That's, I don't like that.
Right? Like, I have to start completely from ground zero just to move into my house that I just bought. So like, nah.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
So I quit them, threw in an application, got a way better company, took me way better, and now I make way more money than it's ever been. And even when I was like working at my new company, they did call me back saying, "Hey, by the way, we have a position opening now. Would you like to come back?" And I was like, "Hell no, go away, freaking jeez."
That's always the best feeling when you get those phone calls.
I know, right? It's a good feeling. It's a good feeling. Best manager ever. The place looks horrible now. You know what? I did go up there last year just to like check it out. Yeah, no, it's. I'm so sorry, guys. The GameStop is not what it used to be. GameStop's definitely not what it used to be. It became more of like a card shop now, and like all the games just went away. So, it's good to see you, my friend. I'm sorry to see that GameStop is doing terrible. I try to leave it on the best hands as possible, but also I heard that the last branch manager, who was my assistant at the time, he left as well. So now I have like no attachments to it. I have no idea who works there. So I do apologize. It looks like it's just going down the road, going down all the bad problems. But it's always great to see a former friend, family, and a customer. I hope you still enjoyed the games that we sold to you. I hope you still enjoyed them. Because you gotta keep them. And also support your indie market and support your local mom and pop store. Like those are the people you should, because now there's no reason to go to GameStop. They don't, when you pre-order stuff, they don't hold you copy for you. Because like if you go and pre-order something, go up to them like, "Hey, what's my pre-order?" They're like, "Oh, well, there was not enough pre-orders, so we didn't get shipped." It's like, I pre-ordered though. I don't care if other people pre-ordered, but I pre-ordered. You just should give it to me. So now they can guarantee you your pre-orders, which is the entire existence of a GameStop supposed to be. Now there's really no point in getting it. So might as well just go to a mom and pop store.
I fully agree. Support your local game stores.
Exactly. I was always getting my game recommendations from you. I always repay the ones you sold me. Aw, I love seeing my old fans coming into my old customers. So good to see. Well, I'm glad you liked my recommendations. I hope you enjoy my streams as well, because I'll be giving more recommendations for you. But don't leave now, because we also will give you some more recommendations from another amazing retro gamer over here. So if you want to see some really good recommendations, I think you should stick by and watch the rest of the show, because you might get some really good, awesome recommendations. Hey, one more thing. All the things. But yeah, while we wait for his one more thing, do you want to get through the first question of the night?
Hit me with it.
All right. First question of the night is, what made you want to get into content creation in the first place?
So that's actually a funny story, because it's something I've always tried to get into but never was able to do so. The first time I tried it was when the Let's Play scene was blossoming up from the Something Awful forums back in like the day during like 2006 or something. I actually made a couple of videos of Let's Plays for a few games, and even did some collaborations with like people like Proton John, who are pretty well known these days. But unfortunately, I got out of it because I was still in school, and I didn't know exactly how to like manage my time well. So I had to quit doing that, and that was always disappointing. And now all of those videos are lost because those used to be on Google Video. When that was a thing.
Whoa.
Yes. And then so that was the first time, and then I've tried to do YouTube throughout the years and never really had a foothold, because I don't know how YouTube works. I still don't. I'm on YouTube. I have 2 YouTube channels. Still don't know how it works. So here I am now, streaming on Twitch for the most part. When I was a kid, I didn't have a lot of friends, and so I would used to go around pretending I was like the host of my own radio show.
Ooh.
Narrating events that had never happened to myself. My parents thought that something was like wrong with me in the head, but it turns out I was just socially anxious, and that was like the only way that like I was able to like relieve that social anxiety was by like talking about it out loud.
I love how they thought you had something wrong with you, but really you were just a streamer before it was cool.
Basically, yeah.
Because like that's now the new skill that everyone wants. Everyone wants to have the skill of being able to talk to themselves while like playing a video game. And you've been doing it since you were born. So it's like, you already got this.
Yeah.
You already got this.
Yeah, I tell people that, people ask me for advice. I always tell them, get used to get used to streaming like if you had a full audience, even if you don't have like anyone in your audience. Act like you do. So talk through things, learn how to talk through things, learn how to be comfortable with your own presence and being like yourself.
You definitely need to. You need to get into the motion where like you always had to play something or talk about something, and then you always have to have a story in your head to talk about.
Yes.
Like some people like to stream with other friends so they can have somebody to talk to, but the main thing you just need to do is you just need to have like a pen and paper throughout your week and like write out different interesting situations that happen to you either at work or when you're going to your favorite coffee shop or something with your parents, so that when you do stream you have something to talk about. You can be like, hey, yo, I had this one customer who's just an a-hole with me. Dude, let me tell you about this. And then talk about it and stuff.
Yeah. Well, generally what I do is that I react to like what I'm playing, and I make really bad jokes and references no one gets. And that's what works for me.
Hey, that sounds great. I love those. Those are the best ones. The jokes that make you laugh are always going to be the best jokes.
Oh, yeah, definitely, yeah.
I like that. Well, so we saw that you were pretty much born to be a streamer, or born to be a content creator as you grow up and do more of your stuff. What made you want to get into the VTubing space?
So I had a friend who got me into VTubers. I liked the concept of it. I saw it more as kind of like puppeting a digital person as opposed to like anything related to anonymity or anything like that, and because of the nature of like my day job, if you will, it's better to have that anonymity. So VTubing was right up my alley then.
I can see that. Like, it seems like it's nice to like be able to project yourself and your community and do the things you want to do without the fear of people knowing exactly who you are. And I do like that.
Exactly, yeah. I tell people at work if they're cool.
Yeah, exactly. Because then they recognize your voice. You'd be like, wait, were you a cat who sells potions? You're like, no. I don't know what you're talking about. Hello, Captain Tricko. I'm a captain now. Guys, did you hear that? I'm a captain.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I know I got promoted. I didn't know that was the thing. Deadpool Hill just thought to see how your stream is doing so far, since I've never seen such two handsome devils. I guess we're handsome. We're so handsome devils. Thank you for the compliment. In the same stream together. Sorry for saying that if that was too much. You're totally fine, Deadpool. We always love you. I hope you enjoy your time in Marvel Rivals, because you're getting really popular.
It is popular.
Thinking of VTubing as a puppeteering is really interesting, actually. No, I love VTubing. Like, VTubing is freaking amazing. I've always loved VTubing. VTube is such a really cool thing. I've been fascinated by it since I was first starting out in content creation, and I eventually even got myself my own VTuber model myself. That's how much I got into it. Yeah, so I even have my own VTuber persona kind of situation. But I do like the idea, because I think VTubing is just another form of content creation. You are using a avatar to puppet to make content, and I think that's so cool. I think it's really awesome. Very creative. You do a lot of cool stuff, but it also allows people to do the things they've always wanted to do without the fear of being seen or having to have any limitations on them. Still make the content. Like you always pretty much was born to be a content creator, and now you can do it without being worried that people is going to see you. So it's a really cool feeling.
Yeah. It's not even a big deal if I do get found out at work, but it is a way to not have to answer any awkward questions or anything like that.
Exactly. You don't have to worry about any awkward questions. Like,
basically,
why?
Yeah.
It's like, why? Like, if I gave you catnip, would you actually go and sleep around on that? Not those awkward questions. Never.
I don't want to like my boss to like come to my desk one morning and be like, "Really, a cat girl?
Really, a cat VTuber? You know how many cat VTubers? You know how many of those out there in the world?" And he shows you that he is like an alligator VTuber. He's like, "Look, this is what you're supposed to do." And you're like, "Whoa!"
Honestly, knowing what I know about my boss, it would not shock me.
I love it. Thanks, Captain Tricko. I'm actually enjoying people playing with my character, even though it took the whole Marvel Rivals devs a whole year to add you. You know what? It's better wait for the best. Better wait for the best. Make sure that you do a great job. So it makes sense. I like it. Cool. I like it. Well, I like your model. I love your design. I'm glad you're able to use this as a way to be a content creator. I love to see you do more stuff. So I like that. They wanted to be sure they got it right. Exactly, Toaster. Exactly, Toaster. We gotta make sure you got it right. Next question for you. Tell us a little about your VTuber backstory. Like, why you look so edgy? Why you have that eye patch? What's going on with this cat? What's this cat going on with?
So the meta aspect of it is that Maria is based in my character's lore is based off of a Final Fantasy XIV character I created. That during the pandemic I got really into role playing. And it was a great way to meet a lot of friends and stuff like that. And part of it is that you had to create, like, you know, kind of an edgy backstory for your character. And so I created this concept of a merchant who fell on hard times. So she basically makes a pact with basically a demon to kind of like give her more charisma so that her shop can prosper.
Oh, wow. Making a deal with a demon to make you more persuasive. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Well, hey,
So-
it worked. You got me to get you on my show, and I'm already trying to buy like potions for my friend.
Yeah. So when I became a VTuber, I kind of adapted that story and changed a little bit of it to work. And that's kind of like where she has the eye patch, because that's kind of that, like, because her eye was kind of like her down payment, if you will, on the charisma.
You have to speak the golden tongue, but you will lose your eyesight for it. You can't see what you're doing. You can speak.
Basically, I have no depth perception, so I'm terrible at. I will never be that football star or soccer star anymore.
Well, unfortunately, just keep your eye out for these swindlers. They might use that as against you.
Oh, true.
I'm making a deal with the devil for self-confidence. You know what? That actually seems like a pretty good deal. I gotta say. You know, I wish I had one of those. That'd be good. Eye out. Keep an eye out. See, you saw my pen there. Keep an eye out. See what I did there. Yeah, true. But why didn't they add my movie variant yet? Like, hello, Logan got his game before me, because you can call me Daredevil because I don't see it come at ya. Exactly, don't see it come at ya. Well, I know. Give us some time. Give us some time, Deadpool. Give us some time. You'll have your time. And pun, just pun. That's a cool emote. I like that emote. A pun emote. I feel like you're good at making puns.
I'm good at making puns when I have stuff prepared and when I'm in the right, like, punny mood, if you will.
Honey mood? Is that
punny mood?
Punny mood? Oh, punny mood. Okay.
Punny mood. But the problem is that what happens is that people will be like, oh yeah, come up with a pun, and I'll just be there being like,
Well, you can be punny some other time. Don't worry, you'll be fun. I know I was playing Don't Scream Together in a collab yesterday, and I was pretty proud of my joke. We had these like demon hands coming out and trying to grab us, and everyone was like screaming, and I was like, the floor is too handsy. see, these are the puns I do.
That's a good pun. I appreciate that pun. I will appreciate all the puns, especially the ones I don't make.
Well, as I get older, as I get more mature, I start to get these dad jokes that just pops in my head for some reason, and they start acting a lot more funnier than I thought they were. And now I'm starting to realize that dad jokes age like fine wine. They're actually legit. Yeah, they're actually good. I used to thought they were silly back when I was a kid, but now I'm starting to appreciate them. That's how it works.
It's something to be appreciated.
Exactly. puns can be actually pretty difficult depending on the context. Exactly. It just depends on like how you portray it and like how you like, do it. So
it's not a type of humor I usually go for, because oftentimes I'm too focused on something that I won't make the connection to make a pun.
Which that's usually happens. To be very punny, you have to be able to like be in that mood to see those kind of things. Like she'd be perfect for a lot of different kind of aspects of Earth. So just those kind of puns, you know. So I can see it. You got to be attentive. Is that what it is? Attentive. Yes, you gotta be attentive. Is that how you spell it? Attentive. I just want to make sure. Terrible at spell. Terrible. But next question for you. Next question. What do you bring to the VTube community? How do you stand out? Now this is a hard one because let's all admit, a good few, just a couple of cat VTubers out there.
Oh God.
Now I can think of like 20 things right now for you, just as your design wise, but you say what you say.
Well, I used to call myself the John Updike of VTubers because I feel sometimes so damn reclusive.
Okay, I can see that.
In all seriousness, I think what I bring to VTuber community is that I try to be extremely level-headed, and I try to be extremely, I try to be a good person first and foremost. Not a good person where I'm used as a step stool, but a good person where like, hopefully one day I'll be that person where even though I won't be the most popular, but anyone can come and like, you know, ask for advice or ask for support or something, and I would be happy to give it.
Oh, that's good. That's good way to stand out. Now the one I'm always thinking of is like your model. Your model is very unique. It's very different. It has that old retro Sailor Moon kind of style of it. Like look at her eye. Her eye looks so freaking sick. The way it's drawn, the way it looks around, it's so freaking cool. Like that eye alone could like grab anyone's attention, you know? Yeah, the model rules. The right, it looks so sick. I love the shadowing behind like the hair that goes into it. It's such a cool, unique design, cool, unique style to it too. Like I'll admit, when I first saw it, I thought it was a PNG, one of those like PNG style things because it was so drawn so well. I thought it was a PNG. But now seeing it as a 2D, I was like, wow, this is really well done. Really well done. Whoever did it, kudos.
Yeah, props to my artist, Mikiyuki, and my rigger, Cinemeg. They did a great job on this, honestly. And I love the concept of like having like a 90s anime aesthetic because it fits well with what I do. I mean, I played 90s RPGs. Like I started Xenogears just last week. Never played before, but like they have anime cutscenes in that style, that 90s style. It's awesome.
Yep, I see like Chrono Trigger. I see like a Dragon Quest. I see these kind of old school styles of things, and it just looks so sick. I love it so much.
Exactly.
So that's what I feel like stands you out. But also, the thing about VTubing you guys have to keep in mind about the thing about being a content creator is that you have two stages. Okay, the first stage is bring someone into your audience. You need to bring someone into to watch you, and VTubing has this really cool ability to get people's attention. You know. So when you're going through trying to find places to watch and people to see, you're going to already grab people's attention because you have a really beautiful model, really cool aesthetic, really cool style, you know. But the next thing you have to do is you have to actually hook them into your streams. You know, you got to get them to want to watch more. They want to see them get interested. And some people do different things to actually get them hooked. They come to the beautiful model and stay for the cozy, comfy advice. Pretty much, right?
That's basically.
Yeah, which I think is really cool, and I think that you do a really good job of that. Is that
thank you.
Of course, with some of the things I do see of you, you do have this really cool aura around you. You're very, very regal, very smart. You know, I feel like it's very cool. I like it. It's always fun. But I think that's what you need to keep in mind as content creators, that you need to have those two parts. You know, because you can have the most beautiful looking model in the world, But if people start watching you and they lose interest because you don't talk to them or you don't respond to them,
Yeah, it's not worth it. And this is like my 4th model I've gotten, because you start out small. I started off as a PNG. Literally, it was like old Discord emotes that I had made of my Final Fantasy 14 character Maria, and then you just kind of go up from there and progress. And I wanted to do this type of custom model, even though it was a little pricey, because I figured, like, I'm at the point in my career where I can really like blossom and really use it for my benefit,
Yep, agreed, 100%. And I think that's the way you should do it. One of the biggest advice I always get with a lot of people is that you should start off very small and simple, and as you do more streams and you invest in more of your content, you start building up the different prices. Don't go super ham and right off the bat, because that's going to hurt you in the long run.
Oh, and not to mention how demoralizing it is. Like, I can't imagine dropping like $1,500 for like a model, new streaming setup, etc., and then having your first stream and only having like 1 or 2 viewers.
Yep, exactly.
It's demoralizing if you don't have like the right expectations in town.
Exactly. Because people's minds, they do, like, this is a noble human being. You put the cost and the rewards for it. If it costs a lot, you expect it to be rewarded. So when you put a lot of money into something and it doesn't pay out, you feel terrible,
Yeah.
It's like the sunk cost fact.
There is a sunken cost fallacy into it. So it's always better just to start small.
Always stuff. But I do like that. I do like the style you go for, and I think that does help you stand out. Even if you are just another blue cat on the internet, you do have some things that make you stand out.
Well, that's what's important. It doesn't matter if there are other blue cats on the internet. What is important is that I can differentiate myself from somehow. And I think my content also does a good job of doing that as well.
I agree. I like it. Cool. Speaking of content, what some projects do you have in the making that you're looking forward to? Or maybe some games you're looking towards playing?
So, like I mentioned, I'm playing Xenogears right now. We started last week. And then unfortunately, I had to take the rest of the week off because I got sick.
Are you okay?
Yeah,
How did
I'm fine.
Apothecary get sick?
I'm fine. It was a little frustrating because I took all of December off as a hiatus because of work and other things, and then I was all ready to come back, and then I happened to sit next to someone who was sick at work, and I got their sickness.
That's nice.
So happy about it.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to hear that. Jeez.
But it's fine. But yeah, I'm excited to play that game. Most of the time I play a game and I'm excited to play it. And the big games I have 4 games I want to cover this year. So we have Xenogears, which is what we're doing. Chrono Cross, which is an old classic of mine. Favorite. Persona 3 Portable. And then the original version of Persona 4.
I'm definitely a Persona fan myself, so I definitely see it. Have you tried the remasters of those? Not 4, obviously, but that's coming out.
Not 4. I have played through the Persona 3 Reload.
What's your thoughts compared to the original?
So, this is what gets me in trouble a lot.
Wow, this sounds like it's gonna be a good one. Okay, guys, get your popcorn ready. It's gonna be good.
Because I'm generally pretty anti-remake or remaster. I'm pro remaster, anti-remake. And playing through Persona 3 Reload, I was actually kind of disappointed because if they wanted to remake the game, there's a lot of stuff they could have changed and could have made it a lot better. And they didn't. It chose to do it in other ways, and I don't know. I was not a huge fan, honestly. If I wanted to play through that story again, I probably would pick Persona 3 Portable or FES.
I see. What did they miss when they made the remake that you think you should have been placed in?
I really do feel like they should have done more to Tartarus.
Okay, makes sense.
So I love the concept of Tartarus as it stands, and because it kind of fits with the theme of what the game is going for, and stuff. But going through Tartarus is also incredibly boring sometimes.
That's true. That's
and very repetitive. And I know that people always love the Persona 5 dungeons. Personally, I am a Persona 4 girly. I love the Persona 4 dungeons. I like the way they were made. I like the fact they're procedurally generated. I love the procedure generation. Because it makes them unique every time you go into it.
I agree.
I think Persona 4 did a good job of like balancing handmade elements, because certain floors you go on are handmade versus being completely overly procedure generated. So I wish they were a lot more more like Persona 4 than standard Persona 3.
Okay, I can see that. Now, next question. With the Persona 4 remake coming out pretty soon, what would you want them to add to it, and what do you think that they should not even touch?
My hope for that is that it would be a completely like offset game than Golden. I just don't want them to like, put a new fresh paint on like Persona 4 Golden. Persona 4 Golden I actually really like. Although I think I prefer the original game for certain mostly atmospheric reasons, we'll say.
Okay.
So I kind of hope they play a lot more with like the game story, social links, things like that when it comes to the new remake. Now, I will say Persona 4 is one of my favorite games of all time. Persona 4 Golden, Persona 4 whatever. I love the story. I love the themes it's played. I love the idea of the TV world and stuff like that. And like the whole mystery involved. It is one of my like favorite games ever created, and so it is very possible I will never touch the remake for fear of like feeling like a sense of upset about ruining my favorite thing.
Okay, I can see that. I kind of feel that with see, I'm a huge Metal Gear Solid person. I love the Metal Gear Solid series. I'm a huge Metal Gear Solid person. And behind me, I literally have a Metal Gear Solid shrine of all the games. I have like all this Metal Gear Solid memorabilia and stuff like that over here. So when they were making Metal Gear Solid 3 and they're doing a remake of that, I did notice that they were changing it quite a bit. Now, I took it as a way of like seeing each version different. There's technically 3 versions of Metal Gear Solid 3. There's the original, the OG. Then they did like kind of like a remake of version of it, like kind of update like the graphics and the gameplay a little bit with the PS3 version. And then we got this newest one. Now the newest one I like a lot because I took it as like more of a homage to the original one, especially because they did do a lot of like, hey, old school combat, old school like look. You can change it back to what it used to look like, and then also like the controls, you make it look like really old school controls. But they still kept it to like the actual roots of what it is. Like not much has really changed. They just added a little bit of different things to it, and so they made it's like a remake and a remaster. You know, they added a lot of the remasters to it, but they did add a little bit of odd like new things to it to make it like stand out and like have a little bit of difference. And I appreciate that kind of stuff, but I never think it's better than the original. I think it's just another version.
I like that way of thinking, and that's how I kind of like put Reloaded in my mind. Persona 3 Reloaded. And I'm not one of those type of people where like I'm always anti remake or anything like that. It's just like, for instance, I love the Dragon Quest 3 and 1 and 2 remakes. Those were great games. Do they surpass the original and do they replace the original? Obviously not.
Yeah.
But yeah. It all depends on how the final product is ultimately.
And that's why I think you should give the 4th one a shot. At least wait until reviews come out and hear what people say.
Yeah, at least until reviews come out.
Yeah, because you want to at least hear what they say. They might say stuff "Oh, this was the worst remake ever made. They changed the whole thing." Then stay away from it. But if they're like this, they actually was very respectful for the original one, and just treat it as like a second version, but not the replacement. You know.
Honestly, if people were talking about how it's the worst remake ever made, that honestly would probably give me more, would encourage me to try it more.
That's interesting. Why would you say that?
So I'm one of those people where like I like having my own opinion on things, and a lot of that time is like, you know, taking a chance, spending a little bit of money, playing a game that everyone else says that sucks, to try it for myself and see how I like it.
You are you sure you run an apothecary, not a coffee shop? Because you sound like I like it. I like it before it was cool kind of person.
No, it's the apothecary shop, and I'm also just a very stubborn type of person.
Which again, nothing wrong with it. I just love that. I just love that idea of just like, you know, I'm just going to like it because other people don't like it, or I'm going to dislike it because other people like it. Bay hipster.
So, yeah. So like one of the games I'm playing right now on stream is Lucien's Quest, which is this game made for the 3DI.
Wow.
Yeah, and I've seen multiple reviews of it, and like there's only like one like full length playthrough on it on YouTube, but a lot of like reviews, and most people just say it's just kind of mediocre. And I'm playing it, and I'm having a blast with it. Is it the greatest game ever? No, but it's a very silly game, and I get to destroy like people's ottomans and fireplaces and stuff. So
I like that. No, I think that's good. As long as you destroy all the homes without any repercussions. That's always the best. Do that all the time with Legend of Zelda.
Yeah, like one of the mechanics in the game is that when you equip a weapon, you also get a certain amount of destroy points. And then certain objects in the world will have a destroy point, so if you're equipped with the right weapon, you can destroy them.
That's interesting. I never even thought about that. That's actually a really interesting mechanic.
It is a very interesting mechanic, and it's not used all that much, but there are multiple times in like while playing the game, I'll be like, okay, well, you made me mad, so I'm destroying all of your furniture.
I like that. You know, that's good. Get back on those NPCs. They don't deserve.
Exactly.
I do like what Toasty says. I personally do like lesser healing potions.
I actually do.
Oh, there you go. See, Toaster, you called it. You saw right through her.
Because here's why: they're cheaper. First of all.
Yeah, but they don't heal as much.
They don't heal as much, but it doesn't matter if you're outside of battle.
Yeah, but you need it in the battle. What if you're like life or dead? You're like, oh no, this tag is gonna do 12 damage to me, and this potion's only gonna heal me for 5. No.
So I'm playing like Octopath Traveler like on my own, right? Which is a game I'm enjoying a lot, and I like the default like healing grape, like only heals like 150 HP or whatever. But they're so cheap, I can carry 99 of them at one time. And so like right before like a major fight, I can just like go in, feed all of my characters grapes, get all their HP up. I don't have to waste like my more expensive stuff that I can use for if I need it in battle.
You seem to be like the gamer, and trust me, I'm the same kind of gamer, so I'm not talking smack about it. But you seem the same kind of gamer who will like hold all their really nice like items and materials until the end of the game and then never use them.
I am not that gamer. I always use my items, and I always tell my chat I use those to use their items.
Really? Because it sounds like what's the point of using your items if you have 99 of the plums?
So I like at the end, like at a final battle or whatever, or like a major battle, if I have to use a mega elixir, I'll use it. Because obviously that's going to be the best time to use it, so I'm going to use it.
Okay. At least you're not stingy. That's what it sounds like.
I am not stingy. No, I am not a miserly person. I do like to live in luxury.
All right, cool. Okay, just want to make sure. Well, Toaster, I couldn't see through her. You have more of a talent. Apparently, you can see cat girls a lot more thorough than I do. I need to touch up on my cat knowledge. I need to be able to see through these people. I see. But no, I do like that. It's just a really interesting kind of way of thinking about it, which I do like. I like it. I'd love to see you play some of those games. It'd be really cool to see you do some stuff. I do want to throw a game recommendation on your end. It's one of my favorite games of all time. That I think was kind of like a niche game. Not many people played it when it first came out, but it has an old school feel to it. And it was a remake that was only released in Japan and then came out in the West as a remaster. And not many people know about this game, but I think it's actually like a freaking amazing game for people to try it out. What my suggestion for you to do is you should play a game called Live a Live.
I have played Live a Live.
Oh, you have? Okay, cool. Okay. What are your thoughts?
I really liked Live a Live. It was a game I played on stream. I played the remaster last year.
Oh, nice.
It was a great time. I really enjoyed playing it, and I plan on playing the original version, the Super Nintendo version. Probably at the rate I'm going with my backlog in like 48 years.
48 years. Well, we'll see how streaming is like in 48 years. That'd be fun. It'd be fun to see. I guess the reason why I'm bringing that up is because I think remasters, when they do that, the remaster like HD 2D style is so beautiful. I love pixel 2D HD art. I think it looks so cool.
I think Live a Live did a good job with it, definitely.
Like there was some scenes in that thing that looks like it was a masterpiece of like pixel art. It just looks so freaking beautiful. Like, the colors on it is so cool. And there's the stories of each and every character and all the things they did. And then when they come together at the end, you're like, oh, this is so cool.
It was really good. I really enjoyed playing that game.
I like that game too. It's such a good game. If you guys have not played it yet, recommend it.
Yeah, I recommend it as well.
Super good. See, two weebs on the internet. One's a cat, one's just a dude. I would recommend that to you guys. Play Live a Live. Play Live a Live.
Play Live a Live.
You heard it from here. Next question for you. Next question is let's actually go into my favorite part of this show, which is let's talk about the design of your model. We talked about how you are inspired by old school, like retro anime and characters, but let's go, and of course you are also your lore is backed by your fantasy character from Final Fantasy. But let's actually talk about the actual design of your character. Like, what made you want to go into the design of like the flowers in your hair, the stripes on your hair, your like necklace on your neck? You know, like what is these design interests? Like, did you have a say, or was this all created by your artist?
Some of it was created by artists in the past. Some of it was stuff that I recommended. So Maria was always going to have an eye patch. She was always going to have blue and white hair because that's what the original Final Fantasy character had. And I always preferred having like kind of like a more like professional style of dress, if you will.
Very professional. Very professional.
I like the fact that she's very professional and down to earth as compared to some, like, you know, other female VTubers you can find out there in various, you know, stages of dress.
You're not wrong. There's definitely some VTubers out there who very
It's a wide
non-professional.
range. It's a very beautiful wide range.
They're
Don't
all
get me wrong.
beautiful. They're all lovely. They're all amazing.
It's not for me though. I'm very much a down to earth person. I run an apothecary, so you know.
We just got snuck in. Snuck in, and Ninja just came in here. So watch out. Watch out your stuff. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Careful.
Don't worry, Ninja. She will talk her way out of any situation, but she won't be able to see you.
I can see everything.
Oh, except for depth perception.
Except when it comes to depth perception.
Yeah, everyone comes in depth perception. You just need to stay on that one side, okay? Just stay on the one side.
Yeah, just stay within my good eye, okay?
Yeah. The magician's here, but I'm not watching. The magician's not here today. No, the magician's not here. The magician is my VTuber model. He's a demon. He's a demon trickster, and he makes deals with people. He's a magician. He's a trickster. So who knows? Maybe he could make a deal with you.
It's possible, but I like to read the fine print in all the deals I sign. Once you get screwed by the IRS once, you don't want to repeat that ever
You know
again.
what? True. It's a good habit to have. It's a good habit. I agree, Toaster. I already made a deal with a Bahamut. Oh, you gotta watch out for those people. Those people have crazy names, and people with crazy names are the ones you have to worry about. My name is not crazy. This is Tricko. Even though people spell it very wrong. People spell my name so wrong. It's so easy. Trick and co at the end. People still have a hard time spelling. I don't know why. What's going on? It's never fun to lose an eye to the IRS. Exactly. That's probably what happened. She lost her eye to the IRS. Pay your taxes, guys. Pay your taxes. You don't want to be.
Pay your taxes. Worst mistake I ever made was not paying my taxes.
Exactly. Look what happens if you don't pay your taxes. You just turn into a hot anime cat girl on the internet without an eye. Gotta watch out for the guys. Gotta watch out for IRS are mean.
They are.
Platinum Dragon. Oh, it's a Platinum Dragon. Well, if you make a deal with a dragon, that's can't really do much about that. They're pretty strong. Absolutely devastating fate. All right. You never want to be a hot anime cat girl on the internet.
I'm kind of enjoying it.
Oh, yeah. It doesn't look too bad. You have cool hair, you have cool eyes, you have a cool personality. It's perfect. Okay, let's go into more of your design a little bit. Can you zoom out and go into the middle lane really quickly so we can see your full body?
Okay. Zoom.
I almost got smacked in the face by the hair, by the tail. Yeah, what if I grab?
Please don't grab the tail.
Sorry, her eyes was piercing in my soul right there, and I put my hand away. No,
Only I may grab my own tail, okay?
I see.
And I do sometimes. It's fun, okay?
So tempting, guys. Cool. Well, let's look. Zoom out a little bit more. Let's see. So you have a little pouch. You have a little moon. You're very moon-like. Oh, I love your pose. Your pose is so cool.
Thank you.
I like the pose. This is a cool pose. I like this. This is a cool style. So are you a samurai or a ninja cat lady anime? She's definitely neither. I don't think there's any ninja or samurai aspects on it. She's a merchant. She's like a RPG fantasy merchant. I can definitely see that. The only thing I'll say is that I kind of wish I saw some more like bottles on your hip, so I can see some I see the apothecary I can see the apothecary kind of side of things when it comes to your sorry, I had a bug fly in my face. Don't happen to me. But the flowers in your hair, I can see the apothecary side of things. But it'd be cool to see some potions. Kind of cool to see some potions.
Oh, I don't disagree. And also in terms of weapons, I prefer guns.
Oh, you're
Very
a gun
big
person.
guns. Guns.
Like rifles, like a rifle person.
Nah, I can't carry a rifle around pretty easily.
What?
I can put a shotgun at the behind my desk at my shop.
Ah, okay. Well, Ninja, watch out for stealing her now, because now she's bringing heat.
Yeah, don't steal from me. You'll regret it.
Exactly. Very assertive poses. Yeah, right? Like, this is a really cool pose. I like that. So that's one thing I do want to talk about a little bit, and we can go into a little bit of a discussion on this. When it comes to VTuber designs, this is a very beautiful design. But one thing that makes this stand out from a lot of other designs, especially some of the people that's come on my mind, come on my show, is that there's a pose to it. Hands on the hip, legs saying on that. I think more VTubers, if you get a design, if you guys want to make a design for your model, make sure it has a pose to it. Because just the old school standing, just nothing, standing, like that one is so boring now. You need to have some kind of pose for standing. You have to have your hands doing something. It needs to be doing something. You can't just have it just sitting there, just like in awkward T pose kind of looking at it. You need to have it look like that. But this is a good reference of what a good pose looks like for a model, so that you guys can actually like have your character do stuff. I think that's my suggestion.
And plus, a pose really goes into like your personality and stuff like that. So
exactly, very assertive, very strong, and very logical. I like it. Oh, actually, Toaster says I actually get pirate vibes from the code and underscores with a fitting for the merchant. I do see a pirate. I do see the pirate. Yeah, I definitely see that.
And that's half the fun too, because that's like a little bit intentional.
Oh, so you're a little bit of a pirate.
To the point where, like, if people look at me and they think that I'm a pirate, it's actually kind of funny because being a merchant, we're kind of like, we don't want to be like associated with pirates. But at the same time, they are kind of similar in a way.
They are very similar in a way, and who knows, you have guns, you know what to do when people try to mess with you. She could have had some pirate experience. Just saying. We need to get you a pirate hat. I want to see you with a pirate hat. I think it'd be cool. That'd be cool to see. You can go back to your seat now. You can go back to your seat.
Okay.
May I purchase from my merchant anime cat? You can definitely purchase from her. I purchased something.
Like
my friend purchased something that might help my friend out in the future. May I purchase a katana from you or a potion of healing? Do you sell katanas?
I do not sell katanas, unfortunately. If I find a katana, I'll usually keep it for myself as like the something to admire.
Exactly.
But I do sell potions of healing though.
Yeah, get her lesser potions because apparently she sells it for dirt cheap.
Lesser potions of healing are very, very inexpensive.
Baby. It's all about presentation. Agreed. Presentation. Gonna need 300 potions. Jeez, what the frick are you doing? Why do you need 300 potions? Come on. Are there perhaps any potions of katanas? You have a potion of katana?
I could probably make a potion that turns your hands into a katana.
Close enough.
So you have like little sword hands. Yeah.
How much gold is going to cost me? How much gold is 300 lesser potions?
300 lesser potions, you're looking about like 6,000.
Wow. Jeez. She
Yeah.
did it very quickly too. My God. Hi, Nemi. It's great to see you, Nemi. Hello. Nemi was actually a lovely guest on my show not that long ago. She tried to eat my microphone. Can you believe this? This is VTuber trying to come in, eat my microphone. How dare. Trapped in ads, but hello. Oh no, I hope you get the ads go away. I don't know how long is the ads. Let me know. I want her to hear this. I want her to hear that she's being talked about with the mics. All right. Gives 600 platinum. Wow, 600 platinum.
I will accept the platinum. Thank you.
Oh, there we go. I'll stretch, and you also have the stretch too.
Oh, is that
That's the rule.
All right.
We all both stretch. I'm free. Okay, cool. So what I was talking about with Nemi was a lovely VTuber who was on my show not that long ago, but she was trying to eat my mic. Trying to eat all my mic. See those teeth marks on that mic right there? See the teeth marks?
I was wondering about that.
Yeah, that was her. She was trying to bite my mic. Can you believe this? Do not bite my mic, by the way. I know it looks tempting, but do not eat my mic.
I mean, I'm not the type to eat microphones personally. I prefer potatoes.
Just raw potatoes. You just eat raw potatoes.
No, I eat raw onions. I prefer my potatoes to be
grab
baked,
a potato, just eat it.
So when I was a kid, for some reason there's something I used to do all the time, which was I would just eat like vegetables just raw. So I would just eat like just a potato like an apple.
What? Well, at least this is healthy for you, I guess. I just imagine as you were talking about how you saw that you think differently because you talk to yourself by yourself and people thought you were wrong, something's wrong with you because you talked to yourself. I think people thought something was wrong with you because you ate raw potatoes.
It could be possibility.
I think that's where it came from. You know, like, I think something's wrong with her. Oh, is it because she talks to herself? No, I think it's because she took a giant onion and started chewing like an apple. I think that's where the red flags came up. Just saying, just throwing it out there.
Not the only weird thing I used to do as a child. So there's a lot of the reasons why they thought something was wrong with me.
Well, Nemi actually does recommend you giving it a nibble. It's a nice mouthfeel.
Nice mouthfeel to
I don't know about that, but Nemi, it's great to see you. I'm gonna give you a nice little shout out really quickly because if you guys have not checked out Nemi, she's a lovely content creator, very beautiful model as well. Let me give you a nice little shout out right there for you. Definitely go check her out, guys, if you have not checked her out. Hello, madame. This is Bub. Hello, madame. I tell stories of old. May I fancy you a fable that I have once told? As long as it doesn't distract from her fable, because we're learning about her and her story. You know, we're learning about her story. We don't need to hear stories from other people's. We need to hear stories about her and her loveliness. See how it is. After 10,000 years. Stuck in the ads.
That's how ads feel like sometimes.
Yeah, it does. That's why I try to get rid of them. I'm trying to make it as little as possible. I don't like ads at all. But you kind of have to have ads, or else you're going to be thrown into like 5 minutes, like 20 ads one thing. So I try to make it as little as possible for the ads, so you guys don't get thrown all these terrible ads. So hopefully it works.
Yeah. I tried to like lower the amount of ads on my channel, but then I realized that if I did that, I would have to have pre-roll ads, which I think are actually worse than the regular ads.
Exactly.
Personally.
No, that's why I have it just low enough so that it's not that bad, but you don't get hit by the pre-rolls.
I do the same thing, so yeah.
Yeah, eating mics is more of a musician thing. Yeah, true. I don't think she's much of a musician, so she's more of like a swashbuckling merchant who will...
Yeah, I can't play musical instruments. I have no sense of rhythm, and I can't also dance. I have 2 left feet.
2 left feet. And 1 eye.
And 1 eye, yeah. I fall down often.
Ah, yeah, she's a tripper. She's a tripper.
All the time. It's awful.
Yep. But at least she lands on her feet.
Sometimes.
See, there's a pun. There's a pun right there.
Yeah, there is fun.
Gives you a crick in the neck. A crack in the neck. Is that what you're saying? Neat. I'm sure that it has a historically precedent. Yeah, precedent. Man, Toaster, you have a very good alliteration. I love you, but as someone who has ADHD and dyslexia, your words makes my brain go burr. I know. Yeah, I'm looking at it, I'm like, did I say that right? Did I breathe this right? So I was trying. That's not weird. That's just establishing dominance. So apparently eating my mic is established dominance.
So here's how I establish dominance.
Oh.
I just dump a whole bag of gold on the table, and I just stand there and I'm like, this is mine. So listen to me. And that often works.
Oh, cool. Awesome. Well, that will work on me too. Just put the gold on my table. Try that, and I'll throw.
it stays.
I'll have a little laser pointer. I have a little red laser pointer, and I'll point it on it. Yeah, that works. I have ideas. I have a cat too. I know how cats work. Might not know how old retro gamers who sees different sides of remasters, remakes, but I do know how cats work.
Do you now?
Maybe. I don't know much about cat group. That one I'm still trying to learn about.
Well, even better, I'm a cat woman. So.
Oh, shoot. I don't have that in my book. I'll read it through it a little bit. Let me see. Yeah, I'm not that yet. I'm not that yet. Hold on.
It's a rare breed.
You know what makes sense? Makes sense. True. Aw, Trico, you're so sweet. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Of course. We're expanding our horizons tonight. I know, right? We're learning so much. We're learning so much about this.
Hell yeah. That's a quality sign right there.
Quality sign. Now, really quick, before we move on to the next question, what's your favorite part about your own design?
I like the eye patch.
The eye patch looks really cool. Can we get a zoom in on your face, by the way? Can we get a zoom in? I want to see the detail of the eye patch really quick. And also, that's another thing I love about VTubers, like 2D, is that you can still zoom in and you still have the beautiful design. It doesn't fade, it doesn't pixelate. It just looks great. It looks so good. Like, look at that. You can even see the shine on the metal part of the eye patch. Look how cool that is. The details, guys. The details is so cool.
It's all about the details. All about them deets.
All about the deets. All about the deets. I love it. I know, it's very snazzy looking eye patch. Now, does the design mean anything?
No.
Oh, it just looks cool. It was like a flower.
It was one of those things where it's like, so I had 3 models done, and I gave for the first artist, for the first model, I gave them basically a snapshot of the eye patch in Final Fantasy XIV that Maria would wear. And then the second model artist, I gave them the first art as a reference, and then same for the second one. And they all kind of put their own spin on the eye patch.
So the eye patch has changed over the years. I like it.
It has, yeah.
And you know what? As you grow as a content creator, as you evolve as your character, your eye patch changes. So that makes sense.
Yeah.
I like that. You can zoom back out. A full metal eye patch. I know, right? That's hardcore. Cool. Now, do you have any cool emotes or toggles you like to show off?
Yes, because I'm bad about doing my own emotes and toggles during stream because I'm often distracted by what's going on in the game.
Makes sense.
So I always like the stars.
So happy, so nice, so good.
There's like fear.
Like or like disgusting.
And this one, I actually didn't even realize it was on the model. I found it when looking through hotkeys in V2 Studio.
Oh, that's interesting.
A little sweat.
Oh, a little sweat.
And of course, blush. I mean, you have to have
You gotta have the blush.
You can't have the VTube without a blush.
You gotta have the blush. It also looks like you had a late night drink session after a really good mission day.
It pulls double duty. Trust me.
Yep. Awesome. Anything else? Need you to have a pirate hat.
Angry, of course.
Angry.
And then sadness. I am angry crying right now.
Wow. That's 2 emotions you do not want to deal with. It's probably the platinum that you were promised and then find out that you didn't get, because I don't think the ninja actually has 600 platinum. Just guessing. Notoriously in historical fashion, ninjas weren't very financially stable. They kind of did not have.
They tend not to be. No.
Yeah, and not really the most richest of people. Unfortunately, that was samurai. Samurais are usually the rich people. Pirates were the thieves.
Yes.
All right. Next question for you. Next question is: what's your thoughts on the VTube community at the moment?
Oh God.
Yeah. So that's definitely a lot to talk about this one. That caught her off guard like crazy.
And what's sad was that I actually watched an interview you did with someone else this morning, so I should have known it was coming up.
Yep. I don't change my questions very often. Actually, after the 4 to 5 years of me doing this show, I just changed it not that long ago from 15 questions to 10 questions. So after many years, I did shorten my list a little bit. But this question will always be one of my questions asked, because this one, either depending on who I ask it to, it's either like it will bring up the most craziest toxicity of VTubing or the most wholesome of amazing of the VTuber community. So I always love to ask that question.
So I think that the VTubing community, I think it rewards the wrong behavior.
Okay.
Because I think it is too easy to get clout from throwing someone under the bus.
I can see that.
And I know this because that's what happened to me.
Oh, what?
So yeah, like when I first started out, I had some friends who inspire me. One of them ended up like having a crash out on stream about how I was like copying her and stealing her content and all this other stuff. And then she tried to convince my other friend that I was doing this. My other friend kind of got on board with it. But fortunately, like, my situation with the other friend is good. We're on really good terms now. But yeah, it was not a good situation.
I'm sorry to hear that. It sounds terrible. It sounds like a bad fallout.
Awful.
Yeah.
It was a very dramatic time for me. Because... And from then on, I kind of had an epiphany in my head. And it's something that my mom has always taught me, but I never really listened until now. And it's that there's going to be people out there that are willing to knock you down in the dirt so that they can climb up over your body. And you need to let yourself not be in that situation.
It's hard because we are all trusting people. We're very trusting.
Oh, we are.
And we don't really see the true intent of someone until it's about to happen, or even when it after it happens. It's a true skill to find people who you can and cannot trust.
Exactly. And it takes a long time to kind of hone that skill. And that's one of the reasons why I said that earlier when I said that I was a John Updike of VTubing and like being reclusive, because in a way you kind of have to be.
You kind of have to be. You kind of have to kind of do everything on your own. But I want to say that, on my defense, getting a community together and reaching out to other amazing community members, all to support each other, is one of the best things about the VTuber.
And I agree with that. But those people are people you really need to kind of like, you have to get a good feeling for them. You have to kind of like, have those good vibes with them.
You do have to have the good vibes with them, because you don't know people's true intents until it happens. No. And the thing about being a VTuber, and like I said, I love VTubers. VTubers are amazing. But one of the things about them is that you don't know much about them. That's kind of the whole point of them, the anonymity. So when you want to become friends with them, you gotta keep in mind that they are literally, by definition, you will not know much about them. So just keep that in mind when you reach out to other content creators like that.
And I'm one of those people. I'm a very friendly person. I'm a very nice person, and so people have taken advantage of me in the past several times. Yes. And at some point, I'm like, I'm going to be 39 this year. So at some point, you have to put your foot down and be like, no more.
You're not wrong, unfortunately.
So I do think that the VTubing community, there are pockets of it which are really awesome, and there's some really cool people in it. And then there's some bad people that kind of ruin things for the rest of us. And I didn't mean to like get this on a dour note, but
you're totally good. This question literally does two things. It's either it talks about the toxicity of the VTuber community, which there is. Let's not deny it. There's a lot of toxicity of the VTuber community. Or it talks about the wholesomeness of the VTuber, which there is some. So it really depends.
Yeah, I agree. The friends I've made along the way are wonderful. I have some really good people I trust and I really enjoy, and I like watching their content, and I like interacting with them on the social media sites and all that stuff, and I wouldn't trade that for the world.
True. 100%.
It all depends on like the community that you yourself create around you. That's the most important thing.
Agreed 100%, because I like that a lot. Is that it depends on the community you create, because the thing that a lot of people don't realize is that if you see only negativity in the VTuber space, it might be because that's the only thing you are seeing. That's the only thing that's been given to you. if you make a community and you stay and you pretty much solidify like good positive like reinforcements and like communications and stuff like that, you're going to see more other communities that are going to be like that too. You know, you're going to see a lot of like very helpful, very nice, very welcoming kind of communities if you yourself stable to your community that way too.
So two things. First of all, I'm a big believer in garbage in, garbage out. So if I do things if I view things in a negative way, then of course everything that happens to me is also going to be negative. And also, by the nature of how social media works with like the algorithms, if you interact a lot with the negative stuff, that's all you're going to see.
True.
So it kind of just helps to kind of like paint like the perspective that, sometimes it's good to actually like go out of your comfort zone and like, try to talk to different people and interact with them to see how they are.
Yep. Agreed 100%. Going back to what Toaster was saying, binge in the shadows means you don't have a lot of clientele. That's what it is?
Clientele.
Since they can't see you. Exactly. You gotta watch out. It's a vast community. Not all the corners are going to be created equal. Agreed. And also, what I also really agree is that the community you forge around you is huge. Exactly. You get what you make.
Completely agree with that. Yeah, it is what you make of it. And I love the community, and I love the other VTubers outside the community and all that other stuff. So I'm very lucky. I feel like I have a really good pocket I can kind of hang out in.
Yep, sweet. Yep. To end off on this little note, again, the VTuber community is very, very special. There's some really great people in the community, and if you create your community to be very wholesome and welcoming, that's usually the way you want to keep on doing it. But let's all be honest, though. You go on Twitter, there's definitely going to be some weird high school drama going on.
Yeah. That's just kind of the nature of the platform and a few other things, especially related to video games. You have people who never really aged out of that mentality, and they're trying to like bring forth back what they thought they deserved back in their high school days.
Yep.
And stuff, and I don't think that's really quite a healthy mindset, personally.
I don't recommend it either. Don't recommend it.
Yeah.
Next question. That's a question that I like to ask. This question. This is a really fun question. Who are some VTubers you like to collab or work with one day, big or small?
That's a good question. That's a good question. It's very interesting for me because, and maybe this is like, maybe I'm committing a huge faux pas, but I have a hard time watching like really big VTubers these days. Like I'll watch like my friends and stuff, but like, yeah, it's hard for me to find like VTubers that I like that are my niche. But to answer your question, I would love to collab with Ina from HoloLive sometime.
Ooh, that'd be cool. Ina,
I've always liked her content and kind of her vibes, and I think it would be fun to do a retro style deathmatch shooter with Doki Bird.
That'd be cool to see you guys fight off each other. That'd be cool.
Yeah,
cat versus a bird.
Yeah, exactly.
That'd be cool.
Natural enemies.
I love it. Okay, cool. Well, hey, I love to see it. I hopefully one day it works out. It'd be cool to see. Cat versus bird. Tails all the time. Exactly. Cool. Next question. This is actually one of my newer questions I've been asking people, and so far I've been really enjoying this one. What's it behind? I know, right? What's it behind the heart of VTubing? Most people don't realize.
The number of times I almost nearly peed my pants because I've been holding it in until an ad break.
What? You can control those, right? You can just say, "Hey, I have to go to the bathroom." Ad break. You just press the button.
I do, but it's something that people don't realize.
That's funny. Like, I guess they can't really tell either, because like if it's like a face cam, you can probably be like, Just let me get this past this one part. Come on. No, but
exactly.
they just see a beautiful lady and they don't know the troubles that you're dealing with behind the scenes.
That you go into waiting, and you know it's unfortunate because like I don't even have that hyperactive of a bladder, but like every time I stream, it's like I guess because of all the water I drink or all the hydrates, the hydrates. It's like it feels like sometimes I have to go like every 30 minutes.
You know, you're not wrong. I would love to see some kind of like research or like study that was done on regular people versus content creators like streamers, and see how healthy their bladders are because they make content creators pee so often compared to regular people. You've been saving people's lives with all your hydrates.
It is a very possibility. So I think that's a big one. I would also say that there's some
Toaster, you are
a hero.
You are a hero.
I think sometimes people don't realize how.
Thank you for the follow, Toaster.
Sometimes how.
Hey, he's going high. Okay, thank you for the hydrate.
What's the right word? Sometimes when plans don't go well, how like absolutely devastating that could be. And sometimes it's hard to kind of like pick yourself back up from those moments, and you should. But sometimes it's difficult because you put all your eggs in one basket and now they're all cracked on the floor.
Yeah, but just because you lost all the eggs in your basket doesn't mean you can't get another basket and start brand new.
You can always buy another basket of eggs from me.
Her specifically.
Me specifically.
Yes, her specifically. Remember that. But going back to your analogy, is that like, yeah, it sucks when plans don't go as planned. But I think what VTubing and like content creation kind of teaches you is how to roll with your punches, you know?
Oh, yes.
So like, yeah, you kind of like, there's a lot of times though where things will happen, like technical difficulties. VTubing and technical difficulties go hand in hand, the same on the same coin, you know? It's always going to be together. But the way you react to it is what makes this so much fun, because some people freak out and like, oh no, what's going on? It's my debut and I can't seem, and I've been muted for the first hour of my stream, you know, like stuff like that. Because that has happened to a lot of people. But on the flip side, if you can like throw it as a funny kind of pitch, that's going to what really showed the experience.
Yeah, I mean, something like that recently happened to me. So ever since I got back from a hiatus and I've been streaming, my audio settings were a mess. And I didn't realize it until I checked on last Tuesday after I decided to take the week off because I was sick. And I realized that when I was capturing footage from RetroArch.
Maria?
Yeah?
You're talking in your sleep.
Yeah, that also happens sometimes with that. So
I just want to say is like, you're doing a really good job sleeping and talking at the same time.
I do a good job of talking with my hands, and sometimes it blocks my tracker.
That was good. So I didn't want to interrupt you, but you was like,
no, I appreciate it. Thank you.
I was like, oh.
But yeah, so I was like double capturing audio, and it made things sound not good.
And live demonstration technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties, that happens, yeah. But yeah, so you kind of just have to roll with the punches and kind of have to like dust off your shoulders and just laugh about it at the end of the day.
Exactly. Things happen. Things are just gonna happen. Like you said, when you put all your eggs in one basket and it just falls and breaks up, you will have another chance to get another basket, specifically from Maria's Putting Way's self-help egg baskets. Make sure you buy it.
Yes, the self-help egg basket.
Exactly.
Full of eggs.
Full of eggs, obviously. And these ones gonna have a harder time breaking.
They're non-edible, so please don't eat them.
You don't eat them. They're just made for emotional support. But hey, we have Nix. Hello, Nix. You would like to do a spin the wheel with you. So we do have a nice little spin the wheel. So let's go and spin. I know, right? This is our first spin the wheel redeem from the lovely Nyx. Nyx is going to ask you a question on the spin the wheel.
Bum, bum, bum.
And this might be the most hardest question you've ever heard. Are you a cat person or dog person?
I'm more of a cat person.
What?
No, I know, shocking, right?
Wow, I would never have guessed. Huh. Huh.
I actually have 2 cats.
Oh, nice. What is the name of the cats?
Finn, Rhea.
Oh, that's really nice. This is adorable cat's names. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
My Nyx, I'm here to support Trick. Oh, thank you for this. Those are some good colors on the wheel. Thank you so much. Say what? Love it. But no, I love it. I love it. I love making that joke of like an obvious question. This is so good.
I do love dogs though as well. I
Dogs
do
are great.
like a good dog, but I rather own cats. That's I don't know. I vibe with cats very well. We kind of understand each other.
No, as a chill content creator like yourself, you know what? I feel like cats would be your spirit animal. I feel like you guys get that a lot.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
Yeah. No pun intended at all. And yeah, I actually look around. I don't even know where my cats are at the moment.
I know where my cat is. My cat is literally right there. And he's listening in because he knows he wants to get out of my room to eat some food. He's been whining about me this entire time.
So I was looking at houses earlier, and in one of the houses, they left their cat out in the house while I was walking around. And so I walked into a room and I just see this cat on this like chair, and we just like stared at each other for like 5 minutes.
Stare. Cat.
We kind of like, you know, understood each other.
We know each other. We got this. We got this. Thank you for the 3 stream streak. 3 stream streak.
Woo!
Good job, Nyx. Good job. Keep it up. Keep up the good work. Keep up the good work. I exist to pass the butter. Is that a thing? People exist to pass butter. Is that a thing?
I like butter.
Oh, butter is pretty good. Oh, then continue to keep existing, Nyx. We love the butter. We don't know what to do without you. We would have to get up out of our seat and grab it. We don't like it.
Toast with butter is very underrated.
Agreed, right? We miss those days. We miss those
Yeah.
A Rick and Morty reference. I had never seen the show. Not my jam. Cool. All right, next question from you. Where do you like to see your content creation journey go in the future?
I would like to not get sick and have to take off another week.
You know what? That's a good one. It's a very short-term goal, but very good goal. I like it.
Because it's so frustrating to get back from a hiatus and be like, okay, one of my goals this year is to be more consistent with streaming, and then I get sick and I can't stream.
No worries. Most people end their New Year's resolution very quickly. So now that it's over, now you can do it whenever you want to. Do it. Apparently,
Exactly.
we both of us have to hydrate. This is a command. We both have to hydrate. So we both have to hydrate. And we also have another spin. So thank you for the looks, Nimi. Good to see you as always.
I hydrated. I drank some water on my desk. I don't know how old it was.
Oh, you probably should watch out for that. Nimi. It's Toaster. I think Toaster also had a little bit of a drink as well. Nimi. We do have another spin though. So let's do it. I mean, it's water. It should be fine, right? Old water is never bad, right? Never bad. Right? Never bad. I'm a nurse. You'll need to drink water every 2 hours. That's how it is. Again, like I was saying, I think regular streamers are more healthier than regular people because of how much they're forced to hydrate. You guys are the true heroes.
Y'all are, yes.
Water doesn't really decompose. True, but there's mold that can come from it. So watch out for that. Let's do a spin. While we do that, we both have to stretch apparently
All right.
again.
Stretch to the left. All right. Stretch to the right. Stretch back. Ooh, my back popped. That felt good.
It's a good stretch. Good stretch.
Good stretch.
All right. So if you could live in any game or anime world, what world would you like to live in? This would be interesting for you because you're a retro fan.
I am a retro fan, yes.
So what world would you like to live in? I have a guess, but I want to wait until you do it.
If I could live in any game anime world, so I have a retro answer and I have a non-retro answer.
Ooh, let's hear it.
All right, my non-retro answer is Final Fantasy 14.
I knew it.
It's the right. My non-retro answer is Final Fantasy 5.
Still both Final Fantasy worlds. I was going to say you probably would love to live in a Final Fantasy, you know, because your characters came from a Final Fantasy theme.
Yes. If we're going to go non-Final Fantasy, then I would just say Dragon Quest V.
Which I can also...
preferably after all, like at the end of the game. That
makes sense. After the world has been
all the bad stuff happened.
You know what? I think that's a good time.
It's a good time. Yes.
I love it. All right, cool. Your joints are happy, Kay. You're welcome, weebs. Thank you. Is that your final answer? Is that your final answer? It's a good answer. I think it's good.
That is my final answer.
It's more final answer. Yep. It's a good answer. It's a good answer. I think there's nothing wrong with it. It's a good answer. With that said, okay, you just want to check. Look, Toaster knows something. It's like, are you sure about that? Watch, he's going to Toaster's some like all powerful being that can actually grant wishes. He actually like sends you tonight into like a fantasy world that we don't know about. Are you Truck-kun? You isekai people? He's probably the truck driver in that. God, I wish. I know, right? That'd be cool. Hey, so you ready for the last question of the night?
Last question.
I love this question.
Let's do it.
My favorite question to ask. I ask this question to everyone. Next, we'll get to your spin after this one. Okay, we'll do your spin after those. Or last question of the night, not including spins. Last question for me is any advice you would like to share to inspiring VTubers or fans watching today?
Yes. I have a bunch of advice. Number one, get comfortable talking to yourself. Number two, don't sweat the small stuff. Number three, don't collab with just anyone out there. Watch their content and get like a feel for them before agreeing.
I learned that the hard way.
It's a hard lesson to learn. And then I can't remember what number I'm at, so I'll say A.
4. You had 4.
A 4?
You jumped really A. Like 3. Don't remember what it was. 8.
Before getting started, do your research. Like, do your research on Twitch, do your research on like the content you're going to produce, do your research on how to use like OBS or Streamlabs or whatever you decide to do. Learn how to use your equipment. I encourage you to learn how to do everything before you start that first debut. So that way, if something does happen, you don't get completely frustrated with it.
Now, I'm going to add an asterisk to your last advice really quick. Also, do not be afraid to change things up.
Yes.
Your first year of content creation is always going to be your worst year. You're going to be doing a lot of mistakes. You're going to make a lot of really terrible things. Use that a year to learn what your niche is, what you're trying to do, what you want to do. And don't be afraid to change it up a little bit.
Exactly.
I was originally supposed to be a League of Legends streamer. I was supposed to just stream League of Legends. That's all I was going to do. And now look at me. I'm now a weeb on the internet talking to anime characters. Improvement. So, like, don't be afraid to change it up. Don't be afraid to try different
don't be
things.
afraid to change. And that doesn't even have to be during your first year. Don't be if something's not working for you, then don't fall to the sunk cost fallacy. Change.
Yeah, exactly. Toast is like, oh god, you are one of those. It's still a disease that I'm still trying to get over. Do you have a potion that can cure my League of Legends addiction? You have a potion?
I have a potion that does not allow you to go through the middle lane. Will that work?
Shoot, I'm a support in mid lane. I don't think I can do it. At least I don't have to worry about a jungler. That sounds
That's true.
expensive. That's expensive potion. Yeah. I would have done that myself. Wait, with the Truckcoon answer, that sounds way worse than I meant to do. You're fine, my friend. You're good. But yeah, no. If you have more advice, I did interrupt you. I do apologize.
That's pretty much like my 4 big ones. Were those 4 ththings, and I liked your asterisk of don't be afraid to change things, because that's also a pretty big one as well.
Yep. Just like you mentioned before, like a sunk cost fallacy kind of situation. Like don't feel like that you have to do what you're doing, because the one issue I've been seeing a lot of content creators, what they do is they get their niche and they feel like they have to stick to the niche. Like one big advice I always tell people is that don't just stream one thing. Don't just do one game. Because unfortunately what happens to a lot of people is that they'll be known for just playing one game. And that's all they play is that one game. If they ever want to jump to a different game, they lose majority of all their fans because that's all they knew them from. They only knew them from that one game. So they don't want to see them play other games because they were more into that one game. So you need to realize that even though you might be very successful doing this one thing or one game, you need to make sure that you be okay with moving on to do something else. Yeah, you'll probably lose like majority of your community, but you can get another set of communities. You can still continue to get more people's attention.
Anything that gets brought down, you can bring back up again.
Exactly.
It just takes time.
Exactly. Consistency is what really is the big spot. If you lose your consistency, just bring it back up.
Yeah, I completely agree with that.
100%. Now, with that, that's all the questions I have for you. Thank you so much for answering the same one of my questions.
Of course.
I had a blast having you. It was amazing having you. I learned so much.
Thank you.
Of course. Now, we're not done yet.
I think I'm wise.
You're very wise. You're a very wise cat. Very wise cat lady. Wise cat.
Catwoman.
Catwoman. Space. Catwoman. No, woman. Exactly. Well, don't rest yet, guys. We still have another spin. We have a couple more questions. If you'd like to ask, spin that wheel. No. If you guys have any questions for our lovely wisdom cat woman, this is the time to do it. Wait. So we might already know the answer to this one. Well, let's ask it anyway. What's your favorite video game franchise?
That's actually a harder question than you might think.
Really?
Of course.
Am I surprised? Am I going to be surprised?
There's so many good video game franchises I just absolutely love.
You can tell she's an actual gamer because she actually does have a hard time with this question.
I do. You know what? I'm gonna throw all of y'all a curveball. And I'm gonna say Kirby.
Really, Kirby?
Yes.
Oh, wow, you now look like a Kirby fan, but it does make actually no, it still doesn't make sense. You went from being Persona and Final Fantasy to Kirby.
Here's the thing: I like a wide variety of video games. There's it's very rare for me to not just not like or vibe with a video game. Like I even enjoy playing Dark Souls or Elden Ring and stuff like that. They're not my favorite games per se, but they're still fun to play. I like the Kirby franchise because I think pretty much all of the games there are fairly decent. They're kind of they're just fun games to kind of turn your mind off and kind of play. I can't tell you directly, oh, stay away from that Kirby game, because a bad Kirby game, mainline Kirby game doesn't exist. Exactly. They're all good in their own right. And I like playing them, and I think the plots go crazy than anyone ever expects. It's oh yeah, I'm this little pink puffball trying to get revenge for his sandwich being eaten by some fallen god.
Yeah, I know, right? Take on the galaxy because they took my sandwich. That's the best premise.
And also Kirby Superstar is a fun game. I always liked that game, and it's kind of sad that like there's not like a full like on game version of like the Treasure, Great Cave Offensive or anything like that. So
True.
it's just a good game. Good games I love.
I agree. I actually just bought Kirby and the Crystal Shard, and I've been playing that game, and I just love the changing up different powers and like getting new ideas for it. It's so much fun.
And the cool thing about that game, it's like when I learned about like the secret like ending to that game, like it blew my mind as a kid. So
like that's like there have been secret endings in the past before, but this
there
one
has been, yeah.
But like when they add it into like a retro game and you find out by yourself without the internet, that's like your whole brain just like, wait, games can do this? You know, it adds a whole new feature to it. It's really cool.
That's like how we learned about Missing No in Pokemon Red and Blue back in the day, just by playground chatter.
Yeah, like even going farther than that, we didn't even know that Samus was a girl unless people were able to beat it at a certain speed. So like that's also a really crazy thing.
Exactly, yeah.
I love it when games like throw in these kind of curveballs. It's so much fun.
I do too. They're fun. So
now, I can delete a poll for this. But now, if you guys have any more spins, spin them now. If you have any more questions, go for it. But while we do this, where can people find you, by the way?
I am on Twitch at Maria Puddingway, and I also have 2 YouTube channels. And for VODs, I'm at Maria Puddingway Streams. And then if you're a person that likes to watch shorts, I have shorts at Maria Puddingway. All kinds of shorts. I have Bermuda shorts. I have hot shorts. Plaid shorts. All kinds of shorts.
They're the best shorts. We like the polka dot shorts too. Those are the good shorts.
Polka dot shorts are nice too. Yeah, they're coming back in season.
It is. Even jorts. Ooh, even jorts.
Even cargo shorts.
Whoa, dude, the variety, guys. This is if you want a variety streamer.
So much variety of shorts.
I love it. We love the shorts. Oh, short shorts. Ooh, scandalous.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay, last question for you. I probably should have asked this question in the very beginning, but where did the pudding way come into place?
This is actually a funny story, okay?
Let's hear this funny story. It's the last thing we'll do.
So, I needed to come up with a new username on Twitch. And so I was like, well, I'm getting into I'm playing through Final Fantasy IV again, and there's a character in Final Fantasy IV named Naming Way, who renames your characters, and he comes from a whole bunch of people the little bunny people that live on the moon, called the Hummingways. And so I was like, well, I'll throw a reference into Final Fantasy IV. At the time, I was eating a lot of pudding. I really enjoyed pudding. I was eating 4 cups of pudding a day. I was addicted. It was crazy. Someone should have had an intervention for me. I'll be like, okay, I'll put my name as Puddingway. And then I realized, days later, that in Final Fantasy XIV, there is already a character named Puddingway.
Oh. Wow.
That I completely forgot about. So I guess it's more of a Final Fantasy XIV reference. I didn't even mean it to be.
There you go. It all comes together. It's full circle.
Full circle.
Well, that's interesting. I didn't even thought about that. I like that. Cool. Well, again, thank you so much for joining in. You guys are all freaking amazing. Go check her out. She makes amazing content. She does a lot of really cool retro games. If you like the retro style things, definitely go for it. If you want to go buy some bag of eggs or potions, this is the best place to go to.
Heart of eggs, potions. I also validate parking. Too. So
well, good to know. Make sure you guys have your parking pass with them when you go to her. Make sure.
They're very lousy with the towers, so be careful out there, okay?
Definitely be careful out there. Now, the last thing I always like to do is I like to give my raid suggestion to my fan, my guest right here. Who would you like us to raid?
Good question. That is always a good question.
I love raiding. I love raiding people.
Go raid the desk agent because it's his birthday today.
The desk agent?
Yes.
Desk agent. Oh, can you send me the link?
Sure. I don't know what key combination I pressed, but a bunch of like windows started popping up.
Oh.
I know how to use a computer.
Oh, are you sure though? Are you sure about
I hope I know.
Alright, let's see. Alright, let's go send this over to the desk agent. Thank you guys so much for checking out. We're going to check out this amazing gentleman. Looks like he has a really cool PNG. Like his style. It's very colorful, very bouncy. This looks like a guy from like the Ace Attorney series. That's what it looks like. Looks like Ace Attorney guy. Let's go check him out. Again, thank you guys so much for joining in. You guys are all freaking amazing as always. Go check her out, and her amazing content is definitely worth checking out. And of course, if you'd like to check out a new... Oh wait, hold on. Wait, cancel rate. He's rating someone else. No, hold on. I just saw that he had a notification that he's rating Orange, which is Orange is Orange, which is an amazing content creator as well. With that said, I do have someone I like to raid. Is there a way I can change it up?
You can change it up.
All right, so I was saying in the very beginning that we had some anime shipping wars and controversy that was in before this. They're still streaming, so let's send it off to them. So let's go into that chat. They definitely deserve it. So let's go raid them off really quickly. I don't know if they're gonna raid. They don't look like they're raiding, but we'll see how it goes. But thank you guys so much for joining in. Go check her out. And if you'd like to check out a brand new VTuber, I do this show each and every week. We get to know a brand new VTuber. If you would like to check out a new VTuber, you can always follow me. Till then, I hope you guys all have yourself a nice day. Great to see you, Toasties. Great to see
y'all.
Derp. It's great to see all you guys.
Me.
Of
this
course,
was great.
Pleasure. It's a pleasure having you. It was amazing. I hope you enjoy your rest of your day. And don't leave Discord yet, okay?
I won't.
Awesome. Bye, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye, everyone. Bye.
Top of the hour, and we're discussing a certain has-been who has been spotted cavorting around town after a 7-year absence. Did anybody miss him? Did anybody notice? More on tonight's program.